All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this, we're going to talk about the ticker symbols we mentioned this morning over at the Discord, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. We're looking at a specific option play going into next week that seems interesting. You obviously want to do your due diligence and research, but I am here to share with you guys the opportunity that I'm watching based off the charts and technicals. But let's do a recap here on this week's performance of the stocks I mentioned over at the Discord. They're going to come up in just a moment. As you can see, the moments I actually went ahead and announced them in the messages and the time, as well as their charts, how they reacted. Some of them gave us 20% plus. Our two highest ones were 40% plus, and on average we were getting 5 to 10% opportunities every single day. We mentioned 11 stocks this week and we went 11 for 11, guys. All of them gave us close to 5% plus. Now let's also talk about here of the Patreon opportunities, right? These were the stocks I mentioned on the 16th on the weekend. For this week we talked about Clove, we talked about Affirm, and we talked about Airbnb. Now, the Patreon opportunities don't always mean that they're swing trade opportunities. They could be swing traded within their opportunities of the chart, as well as they could be long-term opportunities. So let's go ahead and see how they perform. So, Clove, we talked about it. I knew this was about to happen, some type of pullback. It pulled back to a low here of 660 on earnings, and then I went ahead and took off to a high here of 720. So if you do the math there, right there of 660 to 720 in just one day, it gave a 10% opportunity. Pulled back again to the 650s, and in 2 days, after obviously the week going by, it gave two chances there of 10% plus, guys. 10 to 15% within just one day, and then in 2 days, giving close to 15% plus. Awesome, awesome, awesome from this one throughout the week. Very volatile and speculative, but we're looking for opportunities, guys. That's what we look for consistently. Now, Affirm Holdings, we talked about it on the 17th. It fell, right? Brought itself back up, pulled down to a low here on the 19th of $48 and hit a high, right, the next day of $56, as well as today hitting that high of $56. When you do the math from 48 to 56, that right there is close to 10 to 15% in just a matter of 2 days. So our weekly watch lists aren't just long-term opportunities, but they're also swing trade opportunities. So on the 17th, Airbnb, it dropped down here to 130 and ran up to 138. That right there was a 5 to 8% opportunity. It pulled back again close to 129 and ran up the next day in the pre-market to 139. When you do the math there, that right there alone was another 8 to almost 10% opportunity within this week. So these were great swing trade opportunities throughout the week. There's great entry levels at these levels. Even if they go lower, it's a great way to average costs and so forth for those that are long. And there are also great opportunities for those that are trying to get in on the weakness and the momentum to swing trade these. So we went 3 for 3 here with these stocks, giving us 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% almost in some of the cases. And the stocks we mentioned all week in the morning, we have nailed it. We hit 2 home runs that were phenomenal to start off the week. Now, that doesn't guarantee that that's our week every single week, and that's how it's always going to be. But I'm just here to emphasize to you guys, you don't have to join us, but I do want to motivate you to not become dismotivated because of all the turbulence in the market, guys. While the market's going down, or it's going up, or it's going down, we continue to look for opportunities. You can find opportunities too, but if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord and Patreon. But I just want you guys to know that no matter what type of market is out there, opportunities always present themselves, and you don't want to miss it. A lot of investors overlook it, and it's right before their eyes, guys. And it all is about being more confident on understanding dips and also controlling greed and focusing on a goal and a plan, guys. Stay tuned for for the next 3 to 5 minutes. That's all I asked for, to talk about the ticker symbols we mentioned this morning, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list and what put option I will be watching next week. Stay tuned. Ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that I mentioned 2 weeks ago. I emphasized it twice in the same week, and since then it's given us 20% plus to the upside. And now, based off the charts, I'm looking at an option opportunity, and I'm going to be watching it very closely going into next week. We're going to discuss that in just a moment, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities that were mentioned today over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. So we talked about MEDX, ONTX, and ENVB. MEDX was our least performer, giving us 5 to 8% on the day, and ONTX and ENVB gave us 10% plus. So let's go ahead and see here how they reacted. So ENVB, we caught it at 277, and it gave us a high of 15% plus, guys. Right there, right off the bat in just a few minutes. Now, ONTX, I did talk about how it could collapse, and I was watching it very cautiously, but as soon as I saw a bottom or opportunity, I would put my 5% stop loss or limit loss order, whichever one you want to refer to or use, and then I went ahead, I put it, and I rode this one back up, and I got myself a nice 8% opportunity, right? I didn't ride it the whole 10%, because it just works out that way. You don't always catch the full ride, but it gave us a 10% plus opportunity after that dip and running back up. Now, I want to share with you guys some feedback, and I really appreciate this investor, this Patreon member and subscriber and viewer for taking the time to say these kind words. And this is very true. And what I love the most were the keywords that I'm about to read. So, as always, invest for tomorrow. Your content is educational, and love how you invest your time to help anyone willing to learn. Those are the key words right there. I invest my time to help anyone willing to learn. If you're willing to learn, by joining the Discord, you are going to have so much information at the Patreon through every single post, on the Discord through every single message and comment, and everyone in the community. You're going to learn so much, because there's going to be so much tools, resources, and information that over time you will start to grasp some of it and turn it into your own strategy, right? That's the goal and purpose. Now, I try to do that not just in the Discord and Patreon. I do it one video at a time here on the YouTube every single day. My goal is to help investors learn and grow, one post at a time on the Patreon, and one message and comment at a time on the Discord, guys. So I do that consistently. That is my goal. And if you're willing to learn, my videos will have you understand something new and change perspective, or add something onto your already working strategy and sharpening it to a whole new level, right? That's my goal every single time. So the option contract that I'm watching very carefully in the ticker symbol is Ford, ticker symbol F. And we talked about this one 2 weeks ago when it started to pull down because of earnings, and since then it had been running up, giving 5 to 10% opportunities along the way. But most recently, in the last several weeks, it has taken off from right around this area at 1135 all the way up to 1340s, right? Now, in the 1340s and anything a little bit above that is getting really close to the 52-week high. Now, that could be broken through with all the hype and excitement going on with Ford right now, but the indicators and technicals are showing a need for a cool off, not an unhealthy one. If anything, it's probably a healthy one, but a cool off just based off the technicals, and I'm looking at it for an opportunity of a put option. So the put option that I'm watching is strike price 12.5. It's currently at 0.10, and volume today was pretty high at 15,000. Open interest is 5,000 and some change. It expires on May 28th. So it expires next week. So this is very risky. This is very important to understand options. If you don't know options, just watch it and learn from it. And if you do your due diligence and do a rational decision based off of what you see on the charts and your research is telling you. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.